non-taxable vehicles. They're tax deferred, so on and so forth. But if you take that money out of that vehicle at early time period before you're 62 or whatever it is, then you pay a penalty on that, right? But if you take that 401k money and say, I'm not with your company right now, but Chase got a 401k, an IRA or 401k, they're all the same. As long as you take that money and put it back into a retirement vehicle, you pay no penalties on it. But if you want to extract money out, then that's where the penalty comes into play.
There's no way around that until
there's no way
because of the type of. So with that, being
unless you're older, if you're old enough,
yeah. So the next question is, if that is the case, should an employee invest in a 401k, or could they take that money that their employer was going to take out and do it themselves?
That is very true. And this is what I tell people who have employers that do 401ks. I say, I only want you to put in the maximum amount that the employer will match, right? So if the employer say they put $500 a year in, whatever, you match what they put in. Don't but if you want to invest more, which I advise you to, you don't put it in with their money, because that's not cool for you. You take it and you create your own IRA. You can go down to the bank and you can create your own IRA and say, I'm going to put this money in here myself, and then you have a better rate of return on your money than what they're doing. You should only put in the amount that your company will match. Absolutely. No more.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But invest more, but you invested in another vehicle, not theirs, right?
And when you talk about the feeling that comes behind that, people get scared, though, investing on their own. People, again, we're talking about emotions and money, right? We're talking about, what keeps people. A lot of people's success is becomes impeded. They get impeded upon because they are very, very nervous. They're very scared of the outcome. They just cannot fathom the fact, that doing something with their money, and so, we just have to just kind of, be honest about how we feel, make sure that you, you pay attention, to what's going on with you in your relationship with money, and you do a good job with it. So, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, Pep, man. I definitely appreciate there was some good nuggets up in there, that we'll be able to share with our audience so that they can understand, their relationship between their feelings and their money, and some very key points on what they could do with their money once they get a hold of it, man. You got any final parting words for the audience?
Yeah, money is a very, very emotional thing for sure. It could either have you on highs or lows, but what I can tell you, the present is the gift that keeps on giving. Pay yourself first, baby. It'll come a long way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. This is the I Never Worry podcast, coming to you straight out of Oakland, California, where we talk about emotional intelligence with everyday people in everyday situation. I am your host, DB Bedford, emotional intelligence consultant. That was my man Pep, who got tons of experience from being on the trading floor to being in the trading in the streets. All right. So we'll talk to y'all later.
One love.
That's right. That's right. Wrapping up another episode right here on a I Never Worry podcast, on your I Never Worry podcast. We appreciate you for coming out. We appreciate you for listening. Wherever this podcast has found your ears, we thank you. Don't forget, go to ineverworry.com. Get that fresh hoodie, t-shirt. They're dry fit. They feel good. They're comfortable. You can wear them year round. And if you haven't got it, you got to cop the book. Written by your host and author, DB. I Never Worry, Emotional Intelligence. Great read, y'all. You got to check it out. We're going to go ahead and close this thing out, wrap it up. We will see y'all soon. Remember, ineverworry.com, the podcast page. We have all of our episodes up. I think this is episode 6 or 7. Maybe it's 7. But if you haven't listened to all of them, you need to go back and start with episode 1. And if you have listened to all of them, you need to go back and listen again, because you might have missed something the first time you watched it. Until next time, y'all, this is John signing out from your I Never Worry podcast. Peace.